Okay, I think we can start. What's up, Sick? It sounds hot? Yeah, it is. Okay, so Luna is the client for today. Sent me a demo, gave me a little bit background as well. He wants to focus on decision making and not knowing what to do. So we're gonna just look at, you know, general gameplay, see what we can improve in terms of deciding what is important, what isn't, what to avoid, and see some mistakes there. He wrote to me, want to know how to improve since I've been at the same-ish ELO since like 2022. I got like to level 7, 8 in my first 400 hours of playing CS, then plateaued until now. Oh, that's pretty good, like 4 hours of CS and getting a level 7, 8, so definitely some FPS background, I assume. Didn't play much Face It too as I was playing with a team, that's good, it's always nice, better. I kind of know what one of my problems is, inconsistency, but other than that, I'm not so sure. You can use it as a content, I don't mind. So we're gonna do it on stream, brother, just for you. Let's see how it goes. We're again focusing on decision making and not knowing what to do, if I remember correctly. 1900 ELO, so pretty good understanding of the game. You were level 10 at some point, so I can really go in depth with a lot of things. Lovely B fake. Oh, we're running underground, okay. I don't know why, but I feel like you have a pretty high sense. You're like literally tracking, looking at the wall, you know? All the time. Alright. Let me think. Your teammate jumped into the window. You take jungle here. You see your teammate there. And you decide to hold short for your teammates, which is perfectly fine, but I feel like you're not reacting at all to someone peeking you. And this is like, maybe you're looking at the radar, what's happening, but you don't even like flinch to this CT peeking you, right? Maybe losing a little bit of focus. I honestly feel like you have high sense. Like crazy high sense, for my liking. Little mid presence. That flash is, by the way, super sketchy. Like, it's not going to do much. I understand you're just there to fake mid presence, but I'm pretty sure in Face It level you are going to hear something called VP flash, and that's the one that you throw like here. That is going to be much more effective and create much more presence for you. It's like little extra thing. That flash is also late, your teammates are already out. It feels like you want to help them on the fly. Like, walking here, unnecessary. Because you had to throw the flash from here, that went like here, you are pretty late to support your teammates. I understand maybe that wasn't a plan that you want to support them. But as soon as you get a kill, you feel like, oh shit, I will support my teammates. And then you throw a flash, which is super late. Like, the fight is already over on B. Okay, this is a little bit crazy, no? I understand we're hunting the last guy. I feel like we're a little bit panic shooting. We'll see how it goes in next rounds. I honestly feel like 2 rounds in, you didn't let go of W, honestly. And the one time you did was when you were sitting here, holding this angle, and it didn't react to it at all. Okay, there's a couple of things for this rush, but let's... Okay, so listen, if you're a first guy, mental note, never really throw this flash. Like, it's really your teammate's job to flash over. As you scale up closer, your flashes are going to be much more useful. And there you have a couple of options how you can throw them, which is Obviously here you can bounce it off this wall. Like as you run into the doorway, like here, you're gonna bounce it off this wall, and you're gonna just bounce it like this out of the window, which is gonna get probably people blind, you know, these positions, maybe even this guy. Next flash that is super important. By the way, your teammate actually threw that flash. It's right in front of you right now. Wait. It's gonna be this flash that you should be throwing, but your teammate threw it, so glad with that. Another flash you can throw is just bounce it down to the default. Much more effective. That's usually the nade set that you want to do as a first guy. Don't ever throw it above. Like, it's kind of pointless, and you're just making CTs aware of you rushing in. So you give them like extra heads up, understanding that, okay, they're rushing us. They're coming. Here you want to have a smoke pulled out in case they molly. That's obviously good, but you had the time to throw a flash before and after this as well. Pathing isn't bad, but you struggle to jump out of the window. I think because they shot you. Yeah, you were slowed down because of the shot. Again, with the flashes, correct flashes as a first guy, the position that he took and he actually shot you, he would be blind. So let's check it when he actually landed the bullet on you. You see how many flashes popped above him, and you're not even like getting out of the window, right? You're just here, and he's completely aware this is B-rush. Of course he hears you, but because of those flashes, you give him extra like time to readjust. Here he hits you. I feel like in this position it's completely fine if you flash him. So first flashes, as I said, bounce like this into the window. That was the first chance. Second flashes, you can bounce easily like this and run out with it. This flash, super. I will try to show it, but it's a little bit hard with a new thing. But flashing it right here, that's pretty fucking solid flash. It's gonna always bounce back into default, like this area, and it's getting people that are playing deep shorts, you know, even playing here, playing around this pillar from each side. It's always going to pop here, and pretty hard time to react. Sometimes it's even getting these players that are playing like here, because it's deep enough that it lands somewhere here. But idea of the pathing, I think, was good. We wanted to chase down that player. The fact that you just hit him for probably 99 doesn't help. 93. Still made it expensive. That was a bonus round, but could be definitely better. You could have easily won that bonus round, by the way. Just waiting for the pushes. I'm gonna be honest. It's round 4. It's fourth round, and I kind of know how this thing will go. I will make a prediction right now, and let's see after end of the demo if this prediction holds true. I honestly feel like you're kind of player who just holds W whenever you can, and you just go forward until you die. And this round, it kind of is so clear to me, because this is the first time I actually see you stop. And the only reason why you stop here in the beginning of the round is because you are mollied here, you're gonna get smoked, and then you're gonna get mollied again. And as soon as these nades clear out, again you're in your like zone, holding W and looking for duel. And even if you get the unfavorable duel, you don't disengage. You never like rotate away. You just go forward until you die or kill. I understand it's like a face it playstyle, but you said yourself that you are like more like team oriented and you don't play face it too much. So it kind of goes against the logic of the team environment, where there's a lot of rotation and fakes and showing yourself somewhere and going elsewhere. So far it's very like one-dimensional. Maybe someone calls go kill every round to this poor guy and he just listen. He's like a loyal soldier. He just refuses to go back. Okay. Good that you instantly understood that your teammate died in underground and you can go for a trade there. I don't like this. First of all, here, when you see the nade coming, you know that guy is on short. Immediately you know it. You start tracing him through the wall. This is good. You're like ready for this fight. You saw him on the right. Now you saw him on the left. And now he's basically stuck. And because you are just very stationary, that you're just sitting down and holding one angle, you're giving him opportunity to kind of squeeze maximum out of his really, really bad situation. Which, I mean, he should be dying very soon. So he's gonna make a peek and try to get one kill with him. And you just give him opportunity to do that. This is exactly where I think instead of holding him, you can just press forward, kind of maybe even ignore him, look for another frag, and then like you have a bunch of walls that you can use to your advantage to disengage from this duel, okay? So you would be using this wall to disengage completely while checking, let's say, backside here and there. Then you would again disengage from this fight and use this wall here to clear again backside more. You can even drop down to car, like here, like your teammate did, and use the wall on the... Dude, I hate this fucking demo review thing. I can't move my mouse without holding W or S or D or A key. Like, it doesn't work. I just get a cursor. So you can use this wall on the left to again disengage and hold kitchen rotation instead. This is all your teammates are actually doing this subconsciously. Press G. Oh my god. I didn't know about that. Thank you. Who? Floofy? Thank you. This was so annoying. Okay, so... Thank you, man. I was about to get sweaty. Again, this flash. Ah. Look how useless it is. This guy is literally rushing out. And the flash you're throwing is just way too early to even do anything to him. You're just basically announcing yourself like, yo, we're top mid, we might peek out. At this point, like, it's better to not even throw that flash. Like, remove it from your own playbook. Like, don't ever throw that. Okay. You're swinging with your teammates. You're letting them take a space. You see they're taking a lot of space. Let's see how you cover them. This is good. Taking this position. If you see people scaling up this way, you're good that you're like kind of trying to come this way alone in order to hold their deep angles from short. So there's like pretty nice crossfire. There's pretty good like understanding of Mirage defaulting. Also good like decision making to path this way instead of like going 4 or 5 guys here and then be untradeable. Okay, we're still yet to see the frag from you. Vertical axis, so you just can't like do a barrel roll. So you couldn't clear it properly. The thing is, like, look, your teammates are not even putting any smoke middle, and you like to go middle. So I assume like, why don't you ask for any kind of smoke from your teammates or throw one yourself? Because these flashes literally don't do anything. And CDs have mid for free on a full gun round. They don't even have a gun round. I mean, it's a gun round for them. It's a force, but one guy have a deagle. Like, there's no pressure whatsoever coming from you on mid. Not the window smoke, not the top mid smoke, not the molly. And the flashes you're throwing, we already discussed it. Like, they're just bad. I think the call here was a B-rush. You had a Mac 10, so you bought the nades. Okay, you're doing the smoke. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I think the timing works as well. How is this guy still alive? Ah, okay, he's behind the smoke. This is crazy. You probably forgot about the guy on site, and he's gonna get such a good position here. Okay, never mind. Just kind of sends it. Yeah. This was good hold. I feel like this was a rare occasion where we were actually holding and waiting for something to happen. And usually on retakes, that's what you want to do, right? Are we... Yeah, we're short player. You're mate is Clone player, so there should be some synergy on mid. Okay. He baited you out of your position. There is just way too much panic in your shooting. 100%. Like, people are not even aiming at you, and you kind of can't decide which one to shoot. It feels like you're shooting before aiming as well. Especially now, this pistol round was kind of like obvious example. Because on T side you bought a lot of Mac 10, honestly. That's kind of hard to spot because you want to jump and move as much as you can. Also with the positioning, this is like one little tip, is that the way you move here from now on, okay? So you will take like a crouch forward stance, and that's why you will move from here where you are, where you take your first engagement, into here. Because you probably want to close the distance, or you're chasing the frag that this guy is coming like this way, so you want to kind of chase him. And that will make you, that since you whiff all of your shots, it will make you extremely out of position. So, because you crouch there, and look how you're swinging wide, even though you didn't really need to, you are in a tough spot all of a sudden, because you're gonna get double peeked. And you can't really make it behind the corner. If you stayed on this line, and you whiff whatever, like, you can still try to get a kill, and then safely cross back behind the bricks, and take your duels more one-on-one, you know? This way you're just out in the open, and you're fighting on their terms instead. So that decision to commit to those fights, even though they're jumping backwards, like, it's pretty hard to hit. So you want to probably take your time. I didn't like that, from positioning to shooting. This is actually a pretty good flash. If people are top mid, you can take those duels. So nothing too crazy. You're taking a peek while your teammate isn't. He's mullet. Maybe it's not worth to use both of your flashes that way, and therefore you basically make yourself like impossible to support your teammate in the connector. He probably gave you the flash and you threw it away like that. Now you're disconnected with your teammate completely. He made a kill, and you're not going closer in case he's going to be refragged. And, you know, like, look what kind of space he is taking versus what you're holding. And you're not even attempting to go close. It's lucky that he got a clean kill and no one attempted the refrag. Now he's fully hiding. You should be hiding as well. You should maybe even go back from connector. But let's focus on yourself. Yeah, this is fine. You're holding his back because there were timing and slope where actually opponent is. So this is a good crossfire. Round should be over. Yeah, that's good. It's all good. It's all good. I haven't said anything. But maybe for future. No need to purchase it, you know. Good night. I was about to look at his POV. Oh, what a dunk, man. Now this is pretty good. Pretty good shot, actually. I didn't like the duel you took here. If what I would do personally, and maybe that you can start using this as well, but I would bait a little bit more here. So look, your teammate is going to die as a B player, okay? And then you hear that the T is just going to rush out. What I would personally do is to, instead of taking on this duel here in windows like you did, I would maybe sneak under the windows and let the T actually go out. Because if he's up here in the building still, in the apps, and you take on duel with him from there, look at the like positions that he has to clear. Like, it's pretty easy for him to understand where you are, or where you might be, or where you you know, might come as a rotator. However, if you're under the windows, he has to go out actually, and it's much harder for him to then understand where you can be. You can be literally anywhere. There, deep short, under. That you can be like making it behind this corner already, and you can be car. And also, silver lining of this is that he had C4, and if you probably delayed the duel and let him go closer or even out, you would kill him, I think, and you didn't need to hit this 6 shot on him. It would be a pretty easy kill, plus you had a C4. Now I'm not sure whether you made a kill if you know that you killed the C4. Maybe you did because of radar, but... well, now with the smoke, you definitely gave them a way to pick up the C4 and just run back. But I think you know information about both now, so... let's see how we play it out. I'm still not sure if you know that C4 is in your control. Okay, I think you know, because you pushed here. Yeah, definitely you know now. You were spotted. Pick up his molly quick. He dropped the molly, right? Yes, pick that molly. That's gonna be so useful for either after plant or delaying him. Okay, you found it. Was a little bit too late with the molly. That was impossible to win clutch, honestly, like with that kind of HP. You both again had Kevlar, useless on this round. You know they have all AKs. You know they have good money. You could have bought a flash instead. Instant smoke like that. I haven't seen that in a while. Ooh, that's a pretty poor duel. I feel like... yeah, I'm thinking where the bullets are going, but I think you're not really controlling your spray well there. Which is weird to say, because Silence M4 should have the... probably the easiest recoil pattern in the game. I'm gonna be honest, if I see this smoke as a T, I'm so focused on the duel that someone is behind that smoke. I don't like the smoke at all. Like, I think because of your own smoke, you kind of gave advantage to the T there. Okay, now you know they're out mid. Your teammate died on a mid swing to 3 guys, and you're using that smoke again. Okay, you broke the smoke. That's... I respect that, but the round is over. I think you're 1v4, no, 2v4. You're actually aware of this. This is impressive. I have to give you credit for this one, because understanding that there was a timing for the window boost, and whenever there's a timing in Face-It, people usually take it. They want to win a round and kill, backstab, you know, kind of situation. That's pretty huge. Okay, you know position of both. Let's see how you play this clutch. This is gonna be hard clear. Almost. You again half cleared it, but you didn't believe yourself someone is there. The attempt, the read was good with the flying kitchen. Honestly, the read was there. And I don't think you had information about him from anyone. No one really spotted the guy. I'm gonna be honest, like that smoke is really costing you a lot of space and impact. Like you're blocking yourself off, you're giving T's ability to sometimes rush, disrespect it, sometimes just understand you're behind it. It's very easy to play for T's if that smoke is up. Only benefit is really that you are breaking the smoke and then you're catching some T's off guard. That's the only frag you really got through that smoke or with that smoke. Other than that, it just caused you more problems than All right, you have to like stop panic shooting. Like, you start shooting before you even aim at the player, and you see him that he's not looking at you. This happened on the piss round as well. Like, people are not looking at you, and instead of taking your time, because you have that luxury, then you have a luxury to really confirm your shot. And in CS, all you need is like 3 bullets to pretty much get a kill. And you instead opt for making sure that you kill him as quickly as possible. You whiff, and you make yourself as stationary as possible, if that's a word. Stationary, I mean as you're basically like a sitting duck from his POV. You see, like, you crouch, you control your spray, and you don't move. And okay, he's 3 HP, but look at your model while you're taking these duels. Okay, this is pretty bad angle. Oh my god. Give me 1 second. I threw away my mouse from a second PC. My bad. Okay, so look at your model, okay? So you commit to the spray, and then you barely move, and you crouch. And then when you're in trouble, you're like, oh fuck, I want to disengage, and you uncrouch, and then you died. But it was too late. So please, take your time. If people are not looking at you, don't ever think in CS that if someone goes into your screen, you will die in millisecond after that. You're playing against real people as well. You're not playing against AI or robots that will hit every single shot to the head from the first bullet. Like, they will make mistakes, they will aim poorly. So understand that in CS, yes, it's a FPS and high-paced, like fast-paced game, but you actually have time. You just have to be like calm with your shooting, you know? Like, skills that you hone every day on aimbots, on deathmatch, you hone them for a reason. And the reason is that in the game, you want to translate it into calm shooting that is consistent. And in the message in the beginning, you said that consistency is your big issue. I can see why. Like, legit, you're like kind of self-sabotaging yourself sometimes with the nade usage, and more often than not, with the way you shoot and you're like approach your duels. And I understand you wanted me to focus on decision making, but I cannot just ignore this, because I see this could be, if this could be improved, your game would, like, your ELO would probably skyrocket, for quote unquote skyrocket. Obviously you're not gonna get 4K ELO because of this, but you will stop plateauing. You will see results or improvements. Class is finished, so I can fully enjoy the stream now. Yeah, we're still in the same demo, brother. We're in the overtime. But we're getting somewhere. I feel like we're getting a lot of good, like, little points that are painting a big picture for Aluna what to focus on and improve on. Okay, you know something's coming. And bro, like, you know something's coming. You see him and he sees you. Okay? And your immediate reaction is you're getting yourself ready for the duel by doing exactly what you shouldn't in a duel. And you're just becoming an easy target for him. This will feel like an aimbot for him, okay? Like, you know he's gonna swing you. Because he's gonna swing on you, you have to understand that he's going to be in an advantage, right? Because, you know, peeker's advantage and everything like that. You heard it millions of times. What some players would do is that you want to swing into him maybe. So you completely disengage, go behind this corner. And when you hear him running, then you peek into him. That's one thing you can do. Or maybe he's going to swing on you, and then at some point he has to stop because he needs to start shooting. So you would, let's say, take this angle, and then when he's coming closer, you would swing into him. It's like he's swinging this while you're swinging here, and then he has to readjust. Then you both have kind of same advantage and disadvantage, but it would be a fairer duel. But it's okay, we're still in the game. It's 13-13. Dude, your playbook is literally the same thing over and over again. And you're a short player on Mirage, which is one of the most impactful positions you can have. Like connector, window, and short. And you literally do the same thing every gun round. And I feel like you're being punished every single gun round in some kind of way. Sometimes they just push the smoke, sometimes they spam you, sometimes they molly you. And yeah, sometimes it works for you, but you just almost own your teammate right there. Okay, we take a duel here. He's already out B and you know it. Oh, that was good one. That was good one. That was important duel as well. If you lose that one, it's pretty much over. Okay, that guy had 1 HP. This is a huge round for you. First 2 kills good. Third kill, he had 1 HP. Fourth kill, again, I feel like you were refragging a teammate, so you were just spamming the box. You get a 4K there, but could have gone ugly, honestly. This flash is banned from now on. Again, no smoke on mid by your teammates. Dude, I told level 10 people understand that we need to sometimes smoke window and sometimes smoke top mid. But nothing is happening the whole game. I swear, if I could, I would go back and see every single of your deaths that you died in this game and count how many of times you were in crouched animation. Because I think we're gonna get into like 80% of the deaths. I think the only times you didn't die where you were running and you died because you weren't really ready for the duel, you know? As soon as you're ready for the duel, you just crouch. You see him! Maybe you didn't see him, maybe it's just demo bug, but I saw a silencer there. I was like, are you gonna shoot or? Okay, this is pretty unwinnable. Guess how you died? Guess how you died? Dude, maybe just unbind crouch. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, go into that match for, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and unbind crouch. This is technique that I suggested in some of my videos as well. Like, some people just can't get rid of it. Just unbind it. Learn how to not use it. Okay, we're in alright position. Oof. Oh my god. And he did not see you? Dude, this guy lost, like... I want to see what this guy did. Okay, he's holding B. Okay. Okay. And then you decide to cross with a C4. And he unscopes. Goes here. Okay. This guy lost like 3 timings in the span of 5 seconds. That's insane. And he's not even shooting the first guy. Like, are we sleeping at the wheel? Was this like 2 AM game where people are just half asleep already? I mean, you should have died there. And guess what? You were crouching. And crouching again. Like, you go from... Dude, this is making me unreasonably mad. But not in a bad sense, because we identified like a weakness of yours that I think you're not even aware of, bro. And I think once I show you this, you're gonna be like, what am I doing? Like, you're gonna be actively thinking about it, and it's just a simple thing that I just pointed out. I'm kind of excited for you, because you're gonna see like heaps and steady improvements across the board. From shooting perspective and duel taking perspective, you're gonna feel like you're gonna be so much better. Like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm excited for you. Wait, is that a window smoke? That's like a homemade lineup. TP, top fragging, but unable to smoke window. Missing it every time. But okay, you re-smoked it. It's the exact smoke wall like last round here. And again, you get a kill through it. That's interesting. You decide to let yourself know that you're in window. And this guy just completely ignores it and goes back to connector. Weird. Obviously hard to say what's going on with outcomes. But the round is over, 16-16. Okay, flash. Okay, good, good, good. This is good. Smoking. And then flashing. This guy is gonna be smoked off now. Very good, you're taking backside. Pretty good. Nothing to... You have this supportive element in you. You know what kind of nades are needed, I would say. So you do that smoke and... Oh my god. You know what? I'm not gonna comment on this one. You're crouched again. But again, you are shooting two people that are not looking at you. And you start shooting before even aiming properly. Like, this is huge. It happened already like 3 times in this one demo. Where you just completely panic because of either target switching. Like, for example, in this scenario, I feel like you thought you killed the first guy and you started aiming at the second one. Thank God you at least got a 1 kill there, but you could have... It could have been 16-17 for you. Instead, it's gonna be 16-17 for enemy. What was that combo? Like, why are we throwing a molly first? Throw HE! Shoot! Interesting. Unfortunate spray. Yeah, well. How many times are you gonna get punished by the same shit all the time? Every time this smoke comes from T's, you see, because it's yellow, it's not yours, it's theirs. He pushes through. He did it to you 3 times. This is what happens when you have like only one way to start the round and you're just being abused, I'm gonna be honest. No way. I don't think you actually understand that if your window guy died in the beginning of the round, you can get you can meet terrorist. I will tell here. Like, this guy could, instead of holding A like this, he could have been holding U. And I don't think you know that this is the meeting point. Like, you're not even aware that someone could be there. Someone maybe could run past this angle and be on the right now. Like, somewhere here. I will show you how it looks from this guy's POV, okay? So he made a kill, he instant runs. And imagine that he didn't stop here to take this peek. He would be holding you already. And he even hits the shot on that. Because, guess what? You did the same thing, you did 15 rounds on CT so far. Okay, finally you kind of countered this rush. Because you threw an HE. But I feel like only reason why you countered it was because you didn't start short and you're the only guy starting B. Because 2 of your teammates are pushing underground. So I don't really give you credit for this one. I think it was kind of random. Okay. You recovered that fight. Okay, if you want to hold this angle, I will give you like a little tip here. Perfect way how to hold that specific thing is that you, when you make the skill, you would jump up on these shelves up here, and then you are basically holding like here, okay? This would be your POV. And the reason why it's so strong is because if T's are gonna go into the angle, and yes, you get cleared here, obviously. Okay. If you would be up there on the shelves, he doesn't see your head, and he cannot insta-kill you at all, okay? Okay, I don't think no one's gonna come. This is typical B player gameplay, just jumping and looking at the top right corner to see if your teammates are killing or they're being killed. And then you attempt some retake on A. That's it. That's the best case scenario. Sometimes you're just going to save. Okay, they're actually coming to you. I hate this. Much better to have this kind of off angle here. If terrorist would clear you, he would see you first. Okay, they go 1 for 1, which is alright in 4v2. So, not bad, but could have been improved if you play that off angle there. Okay, back to your short position. Are you gonna throw your lovely smoke? No. No smoke used. I like it. If you did, you would die to this guy again. He's literally doing the same play to you over and over. And right now you survive it because you weren't there. So props to this guy for creating like a counter to you specifically. And you did exactly what I kind of spoke about before. Instead of taking this duel, you disengaged, you hide behind this, and when you hear him, you swing into him. Sure, he had a different duel and your teammate died, but the premise is like there. This was a free kill for you, and I think if your teammate didn't die, it would be still a free kill for you. I'm glad you learned. I'm glad you learned. You're countering this boy now. But it took you like 20 rounds on CT side. You need to be faster with these adaptions. Like, he abused you 3 or 4 times because he was faster and you did nothing about it. You really want to use that smoke? That's good. It took you a few tries to understand where you need to smoke, but that's a good smoke right there. Oof. Good position here. Hold the smoke. I feel like you could be holding that. Maybe. Yeah, you were completely tucking yourself into the corner, so. Yeah, you did not really play edge of the smoke there, but maybe you thought that your teammate is not exposed to jungle. Dying while planting is always the best death. Did your teammate miss it again? Yep, like it's very lovely when people don't know how to smoke window. What is this lineup? Like, why are people drawing this lineup? Isn't it? It's clearly inconsistent. Just gonna swing and die here. Dude, this is Face It, peak Face It experience. And you die because, I mean... Yeah, okay. There were a couple of mistakes from teammates, obviously, but that's what happens in Face It. But we were focusing mainly on you. So what do you have to understand on T side at the beginning? You were running a lot. You refused to use that shift key, and you were kind of like going until you died and committing to all the duels possible. And then on CD side, we became like super hyper aware of the mistake that you're doing in terms of taking duels and deciding which kind of duels you want to make, and that kind of hinders your whole gameplay and decision making, and that is like you're crouching way too much in these duels. You make yourself super easy to hit, you make yourself super hard to like disengage from unfavorable duels. You're losing favorable duels because of your kind of like trigger happy discipline, because you refuse to aim patiently at people that are not even looking at you. And once you kind of start panicking, so I think lots to take away here. But also there were some good stuff. So obviously it's clear to me that why you're plateauing, honestly. And it's also clear to me why you're pretty good level on Face It. Like, you have understanding of the game, you understand, like, you read pretty well multiple times, you're being flanked even though no one could have given you this information. So there are glimpses of hope in terms of improvements, and then with my maybe spotting these obvious mistakes and my like direction, you can focus on it properly and be more mindful about the mistakes that I'm mentioning here. Hopefully. But thank you for submitting the demo. I hope this was very worthy to you.